Okay, welcome back, everybody. Today it's Tuesday, March 1st. For the last few weeks, we've been learning a lot about Rebbe Nachman's life and Breslov history. Today's going to be a shorter video. I want to talk about what's going on in Ukraine right now, about the war that is being waged upon Ukraine by Russia, which is very not cool. Ukraine is an important part of Breslov Hasidus. Rebbe Nachman lived there, the Baal Shem Tov lived there, many tzaddikim outside, obviously, of Breslov lived there. There's many tzaddikim buried there. There's many Breslovers who live there today. A lot of Chabad Hasidim live there. Jews live there. It's just not a good situation. Today also is going to be, it's one of the most intense days. They're saying there's a 20-mile long line of Russian tanks and armored vehicles and planes and things coming to surround the city of Kiev, which is also crazy because it's just like when we talk about Kiev, like we've been to Kiev, we've all landed there. So Ukraine is we need to pray a lot for the safety of Ukraine. I don't know why there's people that are on the side of Russia, Breslov Hasidim who are on the side of Russia over here, and I don't get it. Whatever, that's just politics. I'm not going to get into that right now. What I wanted to say is that Rebbe Nachman he spoke about the end of days. He spoke about the times of the Mashiach coming. I'm not saying that Mashiach is coming. I don't know anything, but what Rebbe Nachman did say about Russia is found in the Sefer Siach Sarfei Kodesh, which we read a lot of our Breslov history from. And Rebbe Nachman revealed something called the Megillas Sesarim. The Megillas Sesarim is Rebbe Nachman basically revealing what's going to happen when Mashiach comes at the end of days. Even though Rebbe Nachman did say that anybody who tries to predict Mashiach, there was a lot of people back then who were trying to predict Mashiach, and they're going to say, oh yeah, it's coming next year because of this and this gematria or whatever. Rebbe Nachman said they're completely wrong. It's not going to come. Rebbe Nachman said it's going to come. We're not going to realize it, how fast, because it's just going to come out of nowhere. But Rebbe Nachman himself did reveal the Megillas Sesarim to Rav Nosson and Rav Naftali, and they only revealed it to a few people. I don't know exactly if it's written down. I don't think it's written down anywhere. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I want to learn more about it. But one thing that Rabbi Nachman did mention in the Megillas Sesarim, it says over here in Sefer Siach Sarfei Kodesh that Rabbi Nachman said, it says over here that at the time that Rabbi Nachman revealed to Rav Nosson and to Rav Naftali the secret of the inyan of the coming of the Goyal Tzedek, which is the Mashiach or the Messiah at the end of days, he said like this. He said, in the future there will not remain from the kingdom of Russia Hagedolah, the Malchus Russia Hagedolah, which is talking about, I think, Russia now, because Rabbi Nachman was like in Russia and Ukraine, but Russia was the main thing. So when he talks about the Malchus Russia Hagedolah, he's talking about Russia now, the main thing of Russia. He says there will not remain from it except for a small hill with a little tree on it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going to happen to Russia. I don't know what's going to happen to Ukraine. But it is very interesting to see that Rebbe Nachman said that. And another way I think to look at it maybe is that Russia right now is in a very, very bad position in regards to the world. I think they totally underestimated Ukraine. Obviously, Russia has a lot of weapons that they haven't used yet, and probably a lot of surprises. And today is supposed to be an intense day in the war. And we're sitting peacefully in our homes in Israel and the US and whatever, but over there it's definitely not peaceful. And Russia really is mamish being, they're being really like isolated from the world. There's about 40 countries that have banned flights from Russia. They're banned from the SWIFT banking system. A lot of their sports teams are banned. A lot of movies that were supposed to be filmed there are now being banned. Russian vodka is being banned in the US and certain places. Certain things are happening to Russia that they probably did not expect. I think I even read today that some of the higher ups in the Russian government, people are starting to speak out against Putin because of what he did and how he messed this whole entire thing up. And the ruble is now worth less than 1 cent, 1 US cent, which is that's just out there, and so Russia's being isolated. So I don't know what that means. Maybe it means like Rabbi Nachman meant like Russia to be isolated, like there's just a hill. There's nothing left of Russia, But I think I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not here to talk about what's going to happen in Mashiach. I'm just here to say that Ukraine holds a special place in my heart. Um, when I go there, I'm saying people say, oh, Ukrainians, they killed many Jews back in the day. Yes, they did. Today, Ukraine has a Jewish president. Today, Ukraine has large amounts of Jewish communities, Jews who live there. And, it's not cool when a dictator just walks into a different country and says, okay, now it's going to be mine and I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying? You have to speak out against it, because what if he just wants to walk into Israel tomorrow also? Look at Syria now, and Russia's on our border over there, and whatever. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think right now in Uman there was about 120 people there for Shabbos. A lot of people left already before Shabbos, and I think yesterday more people left, and I think that there is about 30-40 people left in Uman. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Some people need to stay behind and watch Rebbe Nachman's caver, other places, but there is bombings around Uman. There is bombings around the Baal Shem Tov. It's just crazy because we've all been there, and we've like we go there, and all these people that Ukrainians that we've met there, they could be fighting in a war right now. It's just it's crazy, like a real war. So anyway, I just wanted to just mention that little thing from Rebbe Nachman, and we should pray for the safety of everybody in Ukraine. And that's it.